Me Too movement. I mean, has that hit Bollywood in the same way that it has in Hollywood?
Yes, I don't think it hit Bollywood the same way that it hit Hollywood, but I think there was and there still is a period of time where women found the courage to be able to speak up things that they had not spoken up. There are incredible women that stood up and took on men in a very patriarchal country.
Yeah.
And that takes an incredible amount of courage. And I extremely applaud that. But then there are so many other stories that do get shushed and that do get shut down because it is patriarchal.
Right.
But I think India has reached a place, just like the rest of the world, where women, we always had a voice. Nobody heard us. Now, because of the support that we are giving each other, people don't have the ability to shut us down. And that's what happened in India. And it was such an incredibly powerful thing to see for me, knowing that I have seen women who've talked about things that have happened to them or situations where they decide to not talk about it, or they'll say like, I don't want to talk about it, I don't want to cause a scene, I don't want to bring too much attention to myself, I'll be blamed. But that's not the conversation anymore. And just the fact that the conversation is shifting is so incredibly powerful.
Have you ever experienced that kind of harassment yourself?
I mean, this is a question I want to ask everyone. There is a bit of a, all right, what's the difference between being abused, harassed? What are we talking about? If I talk about sexual harassment, which I think every woman in this room probably has, how many have? That's a pretty full house. So I think it was harassment, and sexual harassment had become a norm with women. That it's okay to just lightly tap a girl on her bum, and it's okay to just make comments which are sort of unnecessary and not required, because boys will be boys. Because come on, he's just being a guy. Like, we've, as women, as society, we've had people who we trust and love say that to us, that we never even questioned it. And slowly, I think this is probably, after, at least in my lifetime, one of the first times that I've seen women support each other so much and come and stand with each other, that now if I have a story, I don't feel like I'm alone anymore. And nor am I ashamed of it. And because of maybe my strength, or your strength, or your strength, it'll give some girl who's sitting in the anonymity of a home, not being able to even have a choice or a voice, the power to be able to do that. And that's extremely amazing.